Today I'm here with the next MTAAC fighter, Max Mihailovich. Did I say that right, Max?
Yep, nailed it.
Okay, good. I can do at least one thing right. Um, you're fighting out of, excuse me, American Top Team, correct?
Yep, American Top Team Ashburn. That's correct.
Okay, good. All right, 2 out of 2. I'm on a roll. All right, please tell me a little bit about, your time training there at American Top Team. How long you've been training, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, started training at American Top Team about a year or so after leaving college, probably around 2021, give or take. I started doing pretty exclusively jiu-jitsu for a year and a half and some change or so. And then after doing one boxing lesson and one Muay Thai lesson, I decided that kind of fit me a little bit better. So made that change, started really kind of exclusively focusing on that side of house, and been doing that for however 2.5, 3 years, give or take or so.
Nice. And this is the only place you've trained before Muay Thai, correct?
Yes, yes. In terms of striking, this is the one and only.
Um, Tell me just about your time training there, your coaches, the culture, what you've learned about competition, that sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say for the first however long, the year and a half or so, it was more, I guess, recreational, more just like kind of fitness oriented, I would say or so. And then probably about year and a half or so ago, we had a new coach come in, Josh Harvey, who's my current coach, been our coach for the last year and some change, and he's a professional fighter, so he started to really kind of make that shift and instill that mindset a little bit more, and try and push us towards competition a little bit more than doing something to kind of get in shape. So I would say he's definitely the what was the driving force in making that change, wanting me to explore the competition route or so. So start to kind of get in that mindset. Had my first initial fight was scheduled for September 6th. A week beforehand, my
Oh,
opponent ended up pulling out, so had to kind of
what
reframe, get out of that mindset, and we'll look for something else. And then this opportunity came along. Obviously, not too much longer since September 6th, so decided to jump on this one.
oh yeah, so it kind of came together recently, right?
Right, right.
Which platform was that bout on that didn't work out for you in September?
Yeah, it was a much smaller ordeal, much smaller promotion. It was somewhere. It was located. The promotion's located in Charlotte. I'm blanking on exactly what the
Okay,
promotion's name was, but
okay,
it was, I guess, less official, for lack of a better
okay.
term, than this one.
Okay, good. Yeah, so this is a sanctioned and organized event. This will be the third one, and this is a pretty stacked card. So, um, good opportunity for you to be on. Have you done any exhibition bouts, or this will be your first official fight, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Have you done any other exhibition sparring or bouts or anything like that?
No, not as. I mean, we do spar pretty frequently, so not. It wouldn't be my first time actually. Kind of going one on one with someone.
Yeah.
Did do a kind of like mini smoker just at our gym
Uh-huh.
last summer, so at least got
Cool.
that limited experience of having eyes on me, being in some fashion of a ring. But
That's cool.
that was just hosted at our gym with a nearby gym also, so it wasn't anything very official by any stretch.
Any thoughts on this matchup or your opponent or anything? I mean, obviously, you know, there's probably not a lot out there on either of you guys. So, how do you approach this?
Yeah, I mean, to your point that there's not a lot out there on either guys. Admittedly, probably a bad habit I have is lack of research. So I probably haven't done the necessary steps I should have to we'll look into the opponent as much as I should have, or see really what there may be out there.
That's not
especially with
necessarily a
my.
bad thing. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Mhm.
That's okay.
Yeah, and with I mean, I'm sure my mindset might change as I get a more experience, but kind of the way I'm approaching it is with this limited level of experience. I'm gonna show up, see kind of see who it is, and
Yeah.
take it from there. Like I said, not doing a terrible amount of research. Kind of my mindset is,
Yeah.
I'll show up, step in there, and fight who they tell me to who to fight.
Yeah, sure. I think later on down the line, after you get some experience under your belt and you're
Mhm.
fighting more experienced guys, it makes a little more sense to try to look into it. But
Right,
um,
right. And I don't want to kind of go in with any like preconceptions one way or the other, and
yeah,
see a glimpse of training footage and think it's going to be easier than it might be, or on the opposite side, see a glimpse of training footage and psych myself out. So at least with this one, I'm kind of going in blind a little bit.
cool. So what how do you approach your training? Do you have some favorite Muay Thai skills or tactics that you're working on for this, or without giving too much away, how do you approach your training?
Yeah, I definitely like to train hard. I think if I'm not, leaving training kind of cut covered in sweat, it's a little bit of a waste of time for lack of a better term. So I do
Mhm.
definitely train hard. I like to focus on kicking a lot. I do say like my favorite thing to do in striking is the kicks, like
Mhm.
body kicks, leg kicks, whatever it may be. So that's kind of been my focus is especially technique with the kicks, making sure I'm firing them off correctly, especially in the right placement. That's something that I've tried to work on a little bit more since prior to having that focus. I would
Mhm.
fire them off well, but it wasn't much aiming going behind it. It was just trying to hit something. So trying to get a little bit more cerebral with where and what I'm hitting. But I would say yeah, kicking is kind of my the thing I like the most.
Cool. I could get down with that. I love kicking as well. Um, so building off of that, here's a fun one. If you could have any superpower in fighting, what would it be?
Any superpower? Um, I guess either invincibility or well, whatever the right term would be, but like unlimited cardio.
Mhm.
I think if you go into a fight kind of knowing you're not going to get injured, that's a pretty damn good thing to have. And then
Sure.
I think when skills are evenly matched or when all else fails, the winner's usually the one with the best cardio. So if I could just go in there, not get tired at all, I think I like my chances.
Okay. Uh, infinite durability, we'll call that.
Right. Yeah, that's a better way to put it.
Do you have any favorite fighters that you watch or fight promotions?
Yeah, I mean, obviously UFC is the one I watch the most.
Mhm.
I do try to kind of expand, watch one when I can.
Mhm.
Not super easy when it's on, 3, 4 a.m. in Singapore.
Yeah.
Um, I'll dial in a PFL here and there, but I would say UFC is definitely the number one.
Mhm.
Um, and then in terms of favorite fighters, I do like Robert Whitaker a lot. Maybe a little bit less so now that he's kind of on the downwards of his career. I
Yeah.
like Max Holloway a lot for the obvious connection there,
Uh-huh.
and then just for fresh on mind, it's hard not to like Alex Pereira after what you
Oh
see
yeah.
on Saturday.
Oh yeah. Incredible fighter, and yeah, that was an exciting match. I don't.
I like a Duplessis a lot too,
Uh-huh.
mostly because of his goofy awkward style. If I'm making something that people might view as a little bit less traditional and less, technique based is still making that work for him. I like to see.
You mentioned one. Yeah, it often is kind of hard to catch it live coming, from the other side of the world. But the event they just ran this past Friday, they set it to where we could watch live on Friday night. So really, some really good fights on there. If you didn't get a chance to catch it, you can still watch it back. Little,
Okay, yeah,
little,
yeah.
little side.
That wasn't on my radar, but maybe I'll watch that back in
It's a mixed
preparation
card.
here.
Yeah. It's a mixed card. MMA,
hmm
Muay Thai, kickboxing, and I think they had one grappling match. So,
Yeah, I like how they do those mixed cards where it's
yeah,
just something for everyone.
yeah. It's always nice when you can, yeah, watch it at a normal hour instead of having to like
Yeah,
cancel
right,
your work
exactly.
appointments to watch some
hmm
fights.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
um, so what first got you started in combat sports in general?
Yeah, I grew up playing sports, but nothing combat related. Like didn't wrestle
Hmm.
at all for a single day in my life. Really striking, like I said, first time I started striking was with the American Top Team. I, honestly,
Uh,
like it was always something I was familiar with, but honestly, kind of what started. I was just at a party in college, and somebody had a UFC card on. I think it was actually the Cody Garbrandt Dominic Cruz card on,
mm,
and I was just at a party, kind of walking by, and it caught my eye, and I just sat down and watched the whole card, and I was like, this looks like something I'm going to be interested in. So
cool.
started watching it pretty heavily, and then after a few months of watching it, I was like, I think I want to try my hand at this. So it was kind of just a spur of the moment, something caught my eye. I was like, this is really cool to me, and after a while, I was like, yeah. So if I'm going to be dedicating all my time to watching it, I think well, I want to try my hand at it also.
Cool. Anybody in your gym or just out in the world in general who inspires you to train and compete?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, my coach, Josh Harvey, he definitely it inspires me to, show up to practice, which is as simple as it sounds, not always the easiest thing when, you complete a 9 hour workday. My gym is probably 45 minutes away or so. So there are days where that motivation is lacking, and I'm like, just spend 9 hours at work now. I gotta go sit in traffic for 45 minutes just to get there. But I know if I miss, I'll be receiving a text from him,
Yeah,
criticizing and scolding me. So he definitely keeps me motivated.
that's one
I have a
form of
friend I grew up
inspiration.
with who I brought along with me after a while, who's like my main training partner, for lack of a better term. So it's definitely a lot easier,
Mm,
kind of having someone who you go with consistently, who you work with consistently, trust to work with. So those two definitely kind of keep me going, especially those days where I don't necessarily want to do much after work.
that's good. It's good to have people in your corner like that.
Mhm.
Shout out to those guys. Are you bringing, you guys are coming from what? It's Ashburn, Virginia, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
a little bit of a drive, but are you guys bringing some friends, family, some teammates up to watch the fights? Since it's
Yeah,
local.
I think some teammates will probably come by. My family is a little bit farther away. Like my mom lives in Williamsburg, so that would be a bit of a drive for her. Um, so we'll kind of see how the schedules align. But I think at the very least, some teammates will come, and then I've been discussing with friends, seeing if scheduling wise it'll work out there.
Very cool. Very cool. Any post-fight celebration meals in mind?
Not as of now. I don't want to think that far ahead. I guess
Okay.
it'll definitely it'll depend on what the result of the fight is. I think
Sure.
with the win, might catch me hitting the town, maybe grabbing a nice steak, and
Uh-huh.
with the loss, it might be a long drive home with the radio turned off. So we'll play it by ear.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, cool, man. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to talk with us and share a little bit about yourself with the fight community. Is there anyone else you want to shout out or anything you want to mention before we wrap up?
No, I think we covered it all. Just one more shout out to Josh Harvey as my coach. Continuing to push me, continue to even set this up, continue to motivate me, teach me a lot of new skills. I guess shout out Kyle Hobbs, one of my main training partners, and then another buddy, Jimmy McEwen, who started this journey with me. He moved away, but give him a shout out also as somebody who helped kind of facilitate this road with me.
Good. Good. All
And
right.
then also all my teammates, training partners, everybody who's helps me day in and day out. Of course, want to give them a shout out.
Absolutely. Good shout outs there. Again, uh, thanks for taking the time. Excited to see you perform on November 1st. Anybody watching, make sure you guys click the link in the DMV Muay Thai bio to pick up your tickets. It's going to be a stacked card, and come out and watch your boy Max perform. Thanks, Max. Look forward to seeing you soon. Happy training to you.
All right, thank you very much for your time here, Ben, and look forward to competing soon.
Okay. All right. Take care.
All right, take care.